Hello, this is Richard Maduka, and today we're going to be talking about the self-assessment, video 5. Intersectionality shows how different parts of a person's identity, like being Nigerian and a black man in America, can create unique experiences of both discrimination and privilege. Moving to the U.S. at age 10 introduced me to new challenges, including facing stereotypes I had never encountered before. As a Nigerian, my strong accent and cultural traditions made it hard for me to fit in at school. At the same time, being black in America meant dealing with things like racial profiling and fewer opportunities. These intersecting identities, my nationality, race, and gender, shaped my experiences in ways that made it different from others. If I weren't black, my experience in the U.S. might have been easier in some ways, but I wouldn't have developed the same level of resilience and adaptability. Recognizing these dynamics has helped me understand with others who face similar challenges. The topic of socialization of gender stood out to me because it helped me understand how society expectations shaped how we think about masculinity and femininity. Growing up, I saw how boys were often expected to be tough and athletic, which aligned with my interest in soccer and track. But I also noticed how these expectations limited how boys expressed emotions, which was something I struggled with in high school. This topic is complicated because it's hard to separate personal choice from societal influence. I want to learn more by exploring how gender norms differ across cultures and apply this knowledge to better understand people's experiences in diverse communities. To answer question 3, I chose capitalism as the key term and applied it to the U.S. housing crisis. Capitalism treats housing as a commodity, prioritizing profit over people's basic needs. This leads to investors and corporations buying properties, raising rents, and pushing lower-income families out. Marginalized groups are the most affected. This results in increased homelessness, which is bad for the people. This highlights how capitalism can create issues by focusing on profit rather than fairness. Understanding this helps me think about solutions like rent control or community housing that aim to balance profits with equity. For number 4, one issue we talked about in class is sexual violence. This is a serious problem that affects many people in different ways. My plan for action is to be more aware of your surroundings and to step in if I see someone in an uncomfortable or unsafe situation, such as like at a party or at a social event. This means just not turning a blind eye, but actively intervening when I can support, like someone who needs help or something. I also want to deepen my understanding of consent, what it truly means and why it's important. I plan to educate myself further on this topic and then share that knowledge with my peers. By having conversations about consent, I hope to help change attitudes and behaviors, making it easier for others to understand and practice consent in their own lives. Beyond individual action, I think it's crucial for schools and communities to teach more about respect and healthy relationships. This education can help prevent sexual violence by fostering a culture of consent and respect from a young age. I feel like my parents did a good job with this because I think I'm a respectful young man and I'm all about consent. I want to be involved in creating this safer environment, advocating for better education and resources to help everyone understand and uphold these values. Reflecting on what I've learned, it's clear that understanding issues like intersectionality and capitalism impacts on housing is important for making a change. Moving forward, I want to apply these lessons by advocating for equity and fairness. Thank you.